All right. Welcome, everybody, to Burdock Radio. I'm your host, Keith Gostad. And stop what you're doing, Spade. Just drop it. Sorry. We got all kinds of craziness. We've only got a couple headphones here, so we're making the best we can do what we got. My guests today are my good friends from the November Criminals, Evan, NTSC, Narashevsky, and Tarim Spade One Tatum.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing out there?
Hello, River West Radio.
Oh.
November Criminals in the area I've seen.
I feel like I'm connected to you guys via an umbilical cord directly to my brain right now. That's what I feel like.
The disclaimer is folded up. I can never remember it, so I have to read it here. Hold on, I got it. Welcome to Show Name. My name is your name, and I'm the producer of this show. The things you will hear over the next, what'll be 55 minutes approximate, represent the views of the November Criminals in Burdock Radio. All opinions, quotations in no way represent River West Radio and are the sole responsibility of the producer. You should play while I'm doing this, by the way. Just do anything. There you go. All opinions and quotations in no way represent River West Radio and the sole responsibility of producer. Guests and callers. There's a period. I should take a breath now. River West Radio is not liable for any legal issues arising from the content of this program. All right, so that's out of the way.
That was a little ominous.
Well, I mean, and anything that has to do with legalese is ominous as far as I'm concerned.
But that was creative how you hooked that up, though, you know? I need to take a pause.
All right. I shouldn't have given you any of my coffee.
Thank you very much, brother.
I'm kidding.
He wound up the Energizer Rabbit.
I know. Now it's going nuts.
Oh, damn.
See, now you had headphones the whole time. You could
Yeah, but they're Bluetooth.
These are my Bluetooth.
You should put your Bluetooth into the machine over here and... never mind. I guess you can't do that.
Nah.
I don't know how this stuff works. But yeah, so we're the November Criminals. We're taking up some time on Burdock Radio today to promote our appearance this Saturday.
Yes.
We should get this out of the way right now.
Saturday.
At the Alternating Currents Music Marathon at Woodland Pattern. I'm just trying to get my headphones. They have this weird thing, man. Like they keep shutting off, and I have to do something like weird to them to get the sound.
I know, and every time that you do that, just making mine shorter, so I gotta bend over.
Well, you can pick it up now. Go ahead. Put the octopus up there.
I really
somewhere.
wish you people could see what's going on here because it's absolute madcap Huner.
Yeah, man, that's how we.
Did you say Huner?
I said Huner, yeah.
I had a Dr. Huner at UWWC. That was actually his opening joke every semester, that he had a good sense of humor.
Oh, how
man.
humorous.
It was really great. I can't stress to you how much... I got A's in all his classes, though, because it was history class, so it was okay.
Oh, that's what's up.
And the November Criminals are all about history, as we know.
Sure.
We geek history.
We do geek history a little bit. It's, I think, the combination of the polka and the hip-hop. You can't not talk about history.
For sure.
Yeah, because what is hip-hop but the news?
Exactly.
Right? Sometimes it's the news about guys' abilities with the ladies. Yeah. Sometimes the news is about how much money he has or makes dealing drugs. That's other hip-hop groups. This particular hip-hop group likes to talk about pirates and beer. And
World War I.
Liverwurst sausages.
Oh, liverwurst sausages.
Yes, and liverwurst sausage sandwiches, or no, not sausage, liverwurst sandwiches.
And various
Sandwiches.
global conflicts.
Right, and Braunschweiger.
Gross.
Just. Oh man. I'm trying to.
And we love to eat Dojin.
Yes.
my
Oh, there
God.
we go.
People don't even know.
Talk about that for a minute.
Have you
Okay.
talked about Dojins on this show yet, Keith?
I have not. Okay. Here's the scoop on this.
delicious.
Back in, well, when I was a kid, my Grandma Irene DeMars, used to make this thing called Dojin, and she usually made it out of using the raspberries that she grew in the backyard, and it's a dessert. And it's just a simple dessert. Like you just make, it's a batter with flour, milk, and eggs, and then you just put the berries over the top and some sugar on top of that and bake it. And it cooks up kind of like an open-faced pancakes or an oven pancake is what a lot of people say. And she taught me how to make it. It's very simple. But it's like all about the choice of berries that you use and the combinations and stuff. And it's also just about the love of making it for everybody.
And
You're
it's
being way too humble right
delicious.
now.
It's delicious. Trust me
Because
on this.
Keith G, the Brewmeister's specific Dojin are award-winning.
This is true.
Here in Milwaukee.
Seriously though, that's the truth. I co-sign that one.
Oh yeah, it's I did win the 2010 Most Delectable Award at the Woodland Pattern Edible Book Fair, and then prior to that, I actually I had a DeMars family reunion, and mine was voted the best out of the family, which is an honor because let me tell you, my aunts cook up some amazing desserts, so they know what they're doing in the kitchen. So that was a big deal for me personally. But ever since then, we had these little family reunions over at my aunt's house, and so it's like dumpling and Dojin day, and like we make German potato dumplings, and then we make Dojins for desserts. Now you guys came along this year, which is really cool of you guys to come along.
Oh yeah, I had some fun, man.
Incredible.
Yeah. I don't know. Tell me what you guys felt about it, because I feel like if I'd keep talking about it, I would just like give it a one-sided opinion because it's my family and I love them. So, you know. But you guys got to experience the carbs.
Man, I'm telling you this, I was stuffed and ate all day long.
Right? I think I must have put on something like, a quarter of my current body weight just
Yeah.
in carbs and fruit alone.
The dumplings were delicious. I had, what I'm saying, I couldn't even eat two.
Right?
I had one and a half. The half piece just knocked me out for like about 10, 15
Yeah,
minutes.
and that half, I did the exact same thing because when I was lining up to get food, I saw Keith pass me and he only had one on his plate. And I'm like, thinking this is like a standard dumpling. I'm like, what, you only one? And he's like, just trust me. And thankfully, I only had that one initially, but then one of the aunts, I can't remember which one, shared a half with me.
The same thing happened
And
to
that
me.
half, it was necessary to take a good hour off of eating before diving into the desserts, or else I would have just passed out from the itis like nobody's business.
But it was all good. It was all
Oh my
good.
God.
If you ever
delicious.
want to understand why I look the way I look in terms of physique, you have to come along to one of my family gatherings, because these folks, they just make such good food.
Seriously, all the way around, man. The pulled, what was that, pulled pork or something?
Yeah, well, the roast pork, the
Roast
traditional the meal that we used to always make, and they make this up in the North Woods, at like the old German corner bars and stuff. There's this legendary place called Jack's Corner Bar up in Park Falls, Wisconsin, that has dumpling night on Saturday nights. I don't know if they still do it, but it's a really great spot. And so like the meal itself usually is 2 of those dumplings and a slab of like roast pork, and then some sauerkraut, maybe some red cabbage. I don't remember if they ever gave you red cabbage, but they'd always have kraut in there. So like we do that same thing. I don't think we had red cabbage this year.
Nope.
I
But
just had the kraut. The kraut was good.
but the kraut was
kraut was
Bavarian kraut. Where they,
amazing with bacon.
Bacon.
yeah, that's
Bacon.
Bavarian style kraut. They crumble up bacon. They are just looking for ways to add fat
it's
and
good.
salt and goodness.
But that was delicious, seriously.
It's so good. Yeah, so like the roast pork and the gravy over the top. Now some people like to put sour gravy, but that's kind of like a roux. It's kind of like you got to burn the flour a little bit and then mix it up with some vinegar, and it's a little difficult, and like not everybody likes to make it. So we only have straight up gravy this year.
We need to make a rap about sour gravy. I
Yeah,
call
man.
it the roux.
Well, at some point we got to make a dumpling and Dojin Day wrap. That's just
Oh
all there
yeah,
is to
for
it.
sure, for sure.
But yeah, so like we do all that stuff, and then after we've eaten that at lunchtime, we take a couple hours off, hang out, chat, and then started cooking the dojins. And this year we had, we did a peach blueberry, which turned out pretty well. What was your favorite one, guys? Like
Mine was the almond cherry.
almond cherry?
Yeah,
The Door County cherries my Aunt Joan brought down from.
I know, man. Those delicious.
The winner of the day for me was the peach blueberry.
Yeah.
Peach blueberry just knocked me on my buttocks. Both of them.
That's something. They're really
And the
good.
raspberry was good.
Oh,
too.
yeah, I mean,
Straight
the
up- straight up
traditional-
ra-
yeah.
the traditional raspberry
Agreed.
was
Right.
good.
And they were all like outstanding. But if I had to pick a favorite, it would have been the peach blueberry.
Interesting. Yeah, see, like, you didn't put anything on either you guys. You didn't, like, add any, like,
No, we just ate
Whipped
the
No,
cream or
I mean,
nothing.
like when they
It's
come
interesting.
out of the oven, like fresh, and that syrup that's made by
Oh,
the
man.
sugar and the fruit, that's all you need.
Yeah.
I don't see why you would add anything.
Well, some folks like to add a little bit something. So
I could
it's
see
always
I could see them
interesting.
being a la mode. I could see that being good too. But like adding ice cream to that, I wouldn't have
Nah,
been able to
no.
have like 5.
Yeah.
Well,
because you want to sample.
I
Every
would have had to
single
stop
one.
myself at like 2 or 3, and you don't want to do that on Dumpling
No,
Dojin
no,
Day.
no.
Right.
Yeah,
The whole
don't
point of
do
the day is to go completely overboard if I got my facts straight.
Yeah. Well, and then one thing we've got to do is we got to start figuring out ways to like raise money for that so that we can continue to have them because those days are a little bit pricey.
Oh yeah.
Taxing on the family incomes, but it's a beautiful excuse for everybody to get together in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah,
man.
we always have them on like right around German Fest too, and it's like strange because it's like we could open up a trailer of food or have a little food venue at some of these places and probably
Easily.
clean up, but we got to figure out the logistics. To
I'll
that.
be the first one in line.
Yeah. I'll be right after you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be trying to distract you and skip you.
Evan, would you like to favor us with another ditty?
Sure, let's do okay in honor of your German heritage. We'll do that German song that I love so much, the Gefühle March. If that's all right.
Nice.
Do it.
Oh yeah.
Prost.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't thank me, thank the Germans.
I keep doing that. I got some gadgetry on me, so I gotta use it.
I thought I heard a little bit of a spade one in there. Spade one.
How's that go?
Oh man.
It helps any song.
Throw that in
Like a
there.
ghost is calling to you.
I know.
Like you're in a haunted house
Well,
somewhere and you're like trying to find the way out, and she's like, Spade
The
one.
melodeon is haunted. There's a ghost.
It's the essence of the spadeness.
Oh man! All right, so let's get down
Run
to.
away from the light.
See, you can always tell. You can always tell, like, if I've known people for a long time because the interviews become less and less professional.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. That's the thing. I have no structure for it. It's bad.
That's part of the beauty of Burdock Radio.
I suppose. I hope so. All right. So let me get this. Let me get this out. All right, Spade, you are hosting shows and booking shows, promoting shows, and playing at shows all over. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about what you're doing nowadays. I know you're up hosting stuff at MJ Cafe.
Yep.
And you're also playing at these shows, and you're also playing at some shows around. So I'm not exactly sure where to start, man. So like, I wanted to let you just kind of do what you, or go ahead and tell it.
All right. Well, we got Sundays and Tuesday nights at MJ Cafe. That's 6901 West Brown Deer Road, out there on Brown Deer, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
It's a really nice location.
Yeah, we do Sunday nights. We do old school hip hop, poetry, and comedy. And this coming Sunday, we have little guitar Johnny Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Watson Jr.'s son. He's going to be doing some of his father's greatest hits and some of his own. So it's going to be a full band.
Awesome.
Total blues night. We got food and all that stuff.
man.
$10. You know
That's
what I'm
really
saying?
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
That's a good deal. First of all, like having all the food laid out and the music and everything. That's great.
Yeah,
So,
we got free food that night. So
That's
you know,
so cool.
Yeah.
And then aren't you're playing something pretty big shows coming up, aren't you? Or something?
Yep, I got Saturday. Well, Saturday, of course. I got two shows Saturday.
Right.
One with the November Criminals
What?
at the Wood Pattern.
At Woodland Pattern at 5 p.m.
At 5 p.m. Then later on that night at Base or GTFO. You know what that is, you know what I'm saying?
Keep it clean.
Yep, at 10 p.m. to 5 p.m., you know what I'm saying? You'll find out about that. Just look for it up on Facebook. It's EDM style stuff. I'm gonna be working with PBSA UK and EBK, DJ Circus and stuff.
That is a lot
like
of
that.
letters.
So,
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, so it's gonna be EDM, dancehall, reggae, dubstep.
See it on the FB ASAP.
Yeah, man. Groovy.
You can invite the whole family. Yes.
Yep, and then the 25th, August 25th at Liquid Nightclub, opening up for Mike Jones.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, the Snapback and Tattoos tour. I think it's Tattoos and Snapbacks, one of the ones like that. Yeah.
Mike Jones. What was that song? That big hit that he had?
You don't know my name? Who?
Mike Jones. Mike
You
Jones.
just sound like Strong Bad when you do it.
Mike Jones.
I tell you, man, he, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, he doing like another show up in Appleton, somewhere up there in the Twin Cities up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool,
Or
cool.
Fox River Valley, I guess they call that, right?
Very good.
That's
Yeah.
awesome that he's going to be down here, and that is doubly awesome that you are opening for him.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it was a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Liquid Nightclub, I got to give it out to LNC, you know what I'm saying? Marco and his crew over there at Liquid Nightclub, 6th and National, you know what I'm saying? They're some good people, you know what I'm saying? They're doing a lot of good stuff over there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And all right, so Evan, you're working on some stuff too right now.
Well, let's see what's. Well, I've got this great gig coming up with the November Criminals this Saturday, the 18th. I don't know if you guys heard about this or not. It's going to be at the Woodland Pattern Poetry Bookshop.
Yes, yes.
When do we
That's gonna
start?
be a
We
good
go
one.
on at 5.
We are.
We're at the tail end of the hour that begins at 5. Just come
Right.
at 4 though,
Just
because the
come.
whole thing starts at 4.
Please
It's going to
get
be
there at 4.
outrageous. $7 at the door, I believe, if you're a student.
Student is $7, $8 if you don't have a student ID or
You're
you're
going to
not
be helping out a
member.
good cause, and you're going to see some absolutely incredible artists,
Yes,
poets,
yes, indeed.
musicians.
I have to take some time to real like announce this. So I've got in the hour. I think I'm going to kick it off. I think we're kicking it off. I haven't talked to everybody yet about like whether or not they need to duck out earlier or come in later or whatever. But so far the plan is to have Ian Tusky and Hazon Clough open it up. And these guys are like a classical guitar duo.
Classically trained people.
Yeah, and they're just amazing. And then we're going to have Brandon Miller come in and do his thing.
Cool.
And
Brandon
he's
Miller.
been on the show before, so if you look back on the past,
Smooth as a fox.
He's
It
a very
goes
smooth
down
guy.
clean and easy with an aftertaste like minty. I don't know what I
all
said.
right, I was
Brandon
waiting
Miller.
to see where that was gonna go. And the great Jordan Lannert is going to be there, man with the bass. We've got
I can't wait
us,
to see that.
the November Criminals, and then
Ahoy!
James Murphy and the Vedic Eden. So
James Murphy.
yes.
Arr.
James Murphy is so, man, he's so talented, man. Every
Yeah.
time when I see him, I had a chance to play with him doing Subastral July 4th, man. And, man, just to jam with him, man, is a pleasure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, dude is so cool.
He can
man.
take anybody to a new plane.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, and then we got
I
Mr.
got
Murphy.
in September.
doing
September 28th.
Yes. You are the award-winning NTSC. We should talk about that again.
Oh,
we talked about it a little bit on the
Oh,
first show, but you
shucks.
should talk about it because it's a big deal.
Yeah, man, award winner.
All right. The Coffee House has an annual winter talent contest, and I was lucky enough to be reminded about it by Sandy Weistow, the queen of Milwaukee folk, who helps to run the whole thing and works at the Coffee House and makes everything good in this world run, basically. Runs the Tuesday night open mic at the Miramar. Anyway, Sandy, we all love you. She reminded me. I got my application in time thanks to her. And I was fortunate enough to basically stack the crowd with everybody I know so that I could win over Mike Drucker and his...
Bob Drucker.
I'm sorry, Bob Drucker. And
You had Mike Jones on the brain.
I apologize.
That would be something to see Bob Drucker and Mike Jones
Is it
play together.
Aaron. Oh, I can't remember. That's really bad. But wow, they're incredible musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a good night.
Everybody there was just outstanding.
I believe Walter Kirk took third place, right?
Yeah.
Is that his name,
Yeah.
Walter Kirk?
Bluesmaster Walter Kirk. Yeah.
There were some really great players that night, and it was phenomenal. You know, you give yourself some credit because you were in the crowd and you made more noise for everybody else. It's like one thing you don't know about Evan here is if you've got him in the audience, you've got like some noise gonna happen for what you do.
He's like his own section.
Yeah,
I'm enthusiastic.
it's good though, but you know, I think it raises the room up a little bit. You know,
For sure. He comes with so much energy. It's amazing, man. Glad to know my brother.
I think I hurt my hands that night. I was clapping so hard for everybody because everybody was so good.
but then you played really well, so you know.
Maybe
Hopefully.
bruised fingers are good. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they were numb, so you could just glide over everything.
Fly. Yeah.
Right.
So the 28th, I was offered.
September 28th.
Yeah, September 28th, I was offered, I think, an hour.
Yeah.
And Sandy Weistow, whom we just spoke of, is going to open.
Okay.
She's got the first, I think, 15 minutes, and then I've got the following 45 to just have at it and go crazy with music and spoken word at the Coffee House.
Cool, man.
What is
Yeah.
that, 13th and...
It's 19th in Wisconsin.
19th in Wisconsin.
It's the 19th Street Coffee House. That's how
the
you
name of
remember it.
Yeah, there you go.
If it was on 13th, it would be the 13th,
13th Street.
But it's the 19th.
Oh, there you go.
See?
Mathematics.
I'm just keeping it real.
The Brewmeister.
What can I say?
Congratulations, you're better at counting than I am.
No, I'm not. If I was, I'd have more money in the
I
bank.
bet you even know what comes after 19.
Oh,
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
25.
Not teen. Oh.
legally
19 plus
able to
1 is the
drink
answer.
comes after. No, that's 20. 21. See? Oh my goodness. What should we talk about, guys? We've got
Right,
like
I think
a
that's
whole
all the plugs, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got some more shows besides that one?
Yeah, you're working on Stripper Force. Talk about that.
No, Stripper Force is dead in the water.
No.
Sadly enough.
Why?
Well, okay. If anybody doesn't know about the website Kickstarter.com, if you've got an idea for a video game or an album or an art project, basically anything that has a tangible physical outcome, jump on Kickstarter and start a project. It's crowdsourcing. It's crowdfunding at its absolute best. And the coolest thing about it is you have a certain number of days in which to achieve your goal amount, to gather pledges and everything like that. And if by the time the deadline is up, you haven't achieved your goal, the cool thing is nobody pays any money. There's literally no skin off of anybody's collective noses.
Sure.
So I tried to fund a small animation series, and in the allotted time it wasn't able to achieve. But I got like 62% or something, which
Okay.
is still pretty
That's
great.
encouraging,
Like
though.
it was a huge outpouring from everybody that I know.
Because those are hard. Like I talked to a lot of people that start things on Kickstarter. Not everybody makes it. Usually, how people get over that last hurdle is they do find some like wealthy benefactor
Exactly.
type person,
Yeah.
or like a
Yeah.
corporate or a company or something that's willing to just throw down.
Yeah.
But I mean, getting to that point where you have 62% is the big. That's a
that's
big
good,
deal, because
man.
that's
That was good.
that's all just folks you know, pretty much.
That was just people that I know
Yeah.
and love that just threw their hats in the ring and said, you know what, I think that you could do this. And there was such a positive, outcry from
Yeah.
everybody that it just made me feel like I can do anything. So there's still more projects in the future.
Right. We gotta get some fly paper in the studio here.
Yeah, man. With Spider-Man. Was
Sorry, I'm like the Lord of the Flies.
Oh, that's coming from you. These are just. This is a cloud that follows you.
funk on yo.
Oh my goodness. So, Spade, you got an album that you put together,
Yeah, man. Spade 1, the Manifesto.
and we got some songs that we can play off of that.
What label's that
Oh
on?
yeah. Off my own label. no, just one soundboard sound system.
Well, which song would you like me to play, man? Because we gotta keep it clean.
Let me see.
So I was thinking like. I'm pretty sure that the stuff you put together with E is for Epic, Old School New Fool.
Yeah, there's no cussing in there.
No cussing. So we're gonna play that real quick.
Old school, new school.
Take a little tiny breather, and we'll see.
Yep.
We're gonna see.
E is for epic.
E is for Epic. We're just gonna make sure that everything is all set up here. All right.
Spade 1, E is for epic.
All right.
Old
true,
school,
that is how you
new
spell it.
fool.
Epic, Spade 1. We gon' show you what old school to the new full star. Get it? You call us old school, we call you new school. You call us old school, we call you new fool. You call us old school, we call you new fool. You forgot the golden rule. New fool, respect the mic or be a tool. Respect the mic or be a tool. Respect the mic or be a tool. You forgot the golden rule, new fool. I've been here popping when your mama was taking you school shopping. We've been rocking when you flip flopping, talking about swag, roast and rag, you just square. So I take a drag.
Holy smokes.
Spade 1.
So you put together an album, Spade, where you had a bunch of different people that you worked with to make that happen.
Yeah, man. This album was a collaboration of just different styles, all from Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? There's no outside people from other states on it, except for DJ Figure for B-Boy Rude Boy with Te Amo Denku. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is all local artists and producers and rappers.
Folks that you've met over the years and just got to know, and that's really cool that you were able to put together something with so many different people featured on it.
Yeah.
And work so many different styles into hip hop. That was a very, like kind of rock rap throwback in a way.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it was very like electronic. That was with E is for Epic.
Yeah.
Eric
Winterstrand.
Eric Winterstrand, man, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And-
Fondin.
Who else did you work with on the album?
Let's see. Tit for Tat was done with Timeline, of course, from One Sound Border. I got Destiny Divine. That's with John Doe of the Boombox Saints. WTF is done with Flacco 3D
Right.
and Flacco 3D. Kings of the City.
Boom.
Let's see who else was on there. B-Boy, Rude Boy, Te Amo Denku, of course, DJ Figure. Robert Frost for Caution. You know what I'm saying? Take caution. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. That song was Robert Frost. Beats Abound did almost all the songs from like Two Fisted, Tit for Tat, The Mic Is My Weapon, All Points.
Well, some of these songs we incorporate into our November Criminals set.
Yeah,
We also play a number of NTSC's solo songs.
for sure. He got a lot of them too.
He's got some
Yeah,
good
I
stuff.
still need your
Not
album,
nearly
man.
None of them are
You,
clean
my
enough to
friend.
play on the
Yeah,
radio.
none of them are clean enough for any airplay at all.
Man, when I'm gonna get my CD, man?
I'm
with
just sorry,
autograph?
right? You were good enough to give me one of yours, and I haven't given you one of mine yet. To be fair, I just moved and I haven't unpacked them. So
Right.
once I find them in box number,
And I know that you guys
55,
both got burdock 10s, right? So
Oh, yeah.
we both got Burdock.
Burdock
yeah.
10.
we all did the swapperoonie.
Please get it. It's still out there. You know what I'm
Super,
saying? Got some
super
super
cool.
artists on there.
Yeah, man. So when we get together and we play as a November Criminals set, we do the polka hip hop thing. We also get up and do some solo stuff. I've even got a solo song now, which is kind of a
What?
Yeah.
Produced by DJ Capture Scratch,
Capture
also from
Capture
Milwaukee.
Scratch.
Scratch.
What's up with ya?
So funny.
Yeah, he got some cold beats, man. Big up.
Yeah. And he's good enough sometimes to come along to our shows. I think every time he's been there, he's taken a number of photographs, and he's really
Oh, yeah, man,
really
he's
been a
good,
good
yeah.
supporter.
Right, he's kind of like the
and-
unofficial photographer for the group at this point.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for all the pictures, brother, and the dope beats.
In the expanded November Criminals crew, we have to put Capture Scratch in there. We got to
Yeah.
put Ross Oldenburg in there
oh
too.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in the
What's up,
expanded
Flossie
universe.
Rossi?
Yeah.
So, like in the expanded universe model of the November Criminals, all those dudes are part of the crew. So, and we recorded a couple tracks over at Ross's Spacious Manor.
The spacious
Manner.
Yeah. So,
Man, Ross is such a good friend, man. He's so precise, man, with his engineering and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that, man.
Very
That was a-
knowledgeable.
Yeah, man.
he knows
And the
what's-
Spacious Manor is just comfortable.
Yeah.
It
You
is.
know? I mean, of the few places that I've had the pleasure to record here in Milwaukee, it's the best experience
For sure.
and great sound. Oh,
Yeah, big
incredible
time.
sound.
Yeah,
Big time.
He knows what he's doing up there. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're about. We're getting the Facebook page put together, and we're getting stuff made into the demo eventually. So we'll have the whole. I don't know. What are we doing? Are we gonna do like a Reverb Nation or a Bandcamp?
Well, we've got a Reverb Nation page.
Okay.
We just do the Bandcamp, man.
Yeah, Bandcamp,
Yeah, something like that.
maybe SoundCloud.
We'll
who
put
knows?
some stuff out there, so it's easy to find us. And then
Because at least you can find Knockworse on my Spade One page, you know what I'm saying, on Reverb Nation and on SoundCloud.
yeah, we're gonna be putting some shows together come September with. I just found the updated name was Melatomica. That's Melanie and Tom, and harmonicas looped, and they've got like some really great stuff. Then who else were we talking about doing shows with at some point? I can't even recall now. Yeah, you guys are no help.
what
I don't know.
about the girls, the females?
Oh no, I don't know them very well. So
Oh, man, I wish we could do it with them, man.
Yeah,
Oh, the
pickle.
Squeezettes, is that what we're talking
Squeezettes, yeah.
Oh, we're just at this point we're just fans of theirs. We're not.
about? Yeah, just huge fans.
That was like the wish list.
right. Yeah.
We got to get Milwaukee famous before we can play with folks like that. So, Milwaukee.
That's one of the goals.
No, don't want to get just Milwaukee famous. That's terrible.
It's a good place to start, though.
It's all right. Well, I don't want to get into that
We'll
conversation.
we'll get River
It's a
West
place you
famous
start at,
first.
but it's a place that you also end at.
Let's get River West famous.
We gotta play some. We gotta have NTSC play another ditty for us here.
Hey, I just heard that Irish Fest is going on right now.
Oh yeah. Hi. Stop by.
I forgot
Irish
about
Fest.
that.
The only
Let's all speak in Irish brogues
You
from
can't-
here on out.
You can't get any Guinness at Irish Fest, but you could get a snake chaser, a lovely lakefront snake
You
chaser.
can't drive down by the lakefront, I bet, right now. I bet the traffic is just terrible. Oh, and begorra. I bet you can't even go down by the sunburst right now. I bet you can't see the Brise Soleil from Wisconsin Avenue.
Terrible.
Because parking is so bad.
That's a little Scottish there.
Right, I can't.
You drifted
bit of
away
Welsh in
for a
there.
while. You
Oh.
sounded like the matchmaker from The Quiet Man for a second. You know. Then all of a sudden, I heard Willie from The Simpsons right at the end there.
I seen that too. That's why I really.
Grease me up, woman!
You bunch of worthless Puritans! It's only what God gave me.
It is only what God gave me. No, it was, what did he say? He calls them Puritan pukes. I'm like, yeah, Puritan pukes.
It is only what God gave me. So yeah, I guess you could play anything Irish, and then you
Let's-
could probably play anything Scottish. Now that we've segued
We
successfully.
could do.
into-
Let's do.
a Scotch
So I'm
egg.
sure that one of the people performing at the Woodland Pattern show this Saturday is going to be Joanne Chang. I'm assuming she's going to be doing some.
I don't know
poetry.
if she signed up or not.
What?
She sponsored the November Criminals, though.
Well,
So
then we will.
she's a great lady for that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Joanne.
This
Chang.
one is for Joanne Chang.
got
She
love
taught me
for
this
ya.
song.
Okay.
This is The Minstrel Boy. The minstrel boy to the war has gone. In the ranks of death you will find him. His father's sword he hath girded on, and his wild harp slung behind him. O land of song, cried the warrior bard, though all the world betray thee, one sword at least thy right shall guard, one faithful harp shall praise thee. The minstrel fell, but the foeman's chain could not bring his proud soul under. The harp he loved never sang again, for he tore its cords asunder, and said, no chain shall sully thee, thou soul of love and bravery. Your song was made for the pure and free, it will never sound in slavery. Thanks, Joanne.
Where's my haggis?
That's Scottish,
That's
guys.
Scottish. That's all right. That's all right.
He's gonna have to play Up Scotland next.
Oh, where's me? I don't know what I'm gonna. Oh.
Oh, I don't know why. I got something stuck in my throat.
Oh. Okay, what does a Scottish cat sound like when he has a hairball?
Craig Ferguson.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I've got a hairball in my throat.
I don't know what to make of all this.
Oh yeah.
This is if you're just tuning in, this is the movie Braveheart.
You can take my life, but you can never take my freedom. Sorry.
Wow, man, when that Melodian gets unloaded, man, it's time to roll, baby.
Oh man.
Right? When I see you dancing, it's like a little light bulb in my chest just lights up.
I'm telling you this right now. Whenever NTSC, I mean, even when he brings it out the car, the Melodians,
Yeah.
I see both of them and stuff. I'll be like, it's gonna be some party in the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I know what time it is.
Goes
man.
off like that. It's so good.
Like, I'm gonna get a pint.
I'm going to get a pint.
I'll have a pint.
I'm going to dance.
And dance.
I'm going to dance and have a point.
A pint of point.
I've got a point there.
Oh, November Criminals is in his house.
This is what you get when you come to a November Criminals show, everybody.
Yeah, this is about the extent of our banner too. It sucks. Doesn't make any sense. Full of inside jokes, and everyone sits there awkwardly, not sure if they should dance or what.
Right.
So, but it's great. It's good fun.
I be jumping around. I be doing that Brewtown stump. Swings the Hagger Swagger.
I don't even know what that means.
That's November Criminal drunk talk.
Well, shiver me biscuits.
Way to give him the business, man.
Shrivel my frigates. Well, I like that one. Well, shrivel my frigates.
What does that mean? I don't know.
Where's my frigates?
Clearly, we're just making things up at this
The
point.
frigates is between the lollar bone and the spontoon.
The only bone in the body.
Frigates and shackles.
The only bone in the body I know of is the xiphoid process.
Oh yeah, you know what my favorite is? The zygomatic too. That's a good one.
Huh?
The zygomatic is somewhere on your head.
Oh.
To me, it sounds like a zygomatic is something that creates something by way of the xiphoid process. Like it uses the xiphoid process to make things.
If you hit it just right, a bunch of zygotes fall out.
Oh no! Unfertilized eggs coming from my brains.
That's like an idea that doesn't hatch.
Oh man, that's incredible.
Sorry.
Oh, zing.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so I think it's time for us to play Ahoy.
Yeah.
But I have it on the MP3 player here, so we're gonna play that and see how that goes. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is a unmastered demo, so you have to bear with us a little bit. Some of the volumes of the width go around a little bit, and you can't hear certain things,
Yeah.
and other things you hear too well, and then it goes. So that's why I'm playing it kind of towards the end of the show here. But yeah, you get a taste of like
Disclaimer:
what we sound like.
the November
Yeah.
Criminals do not endorse piracy.
Right. But we can talk over this too if we wanted.
Oh,
I
don't
could
forget
leave the
this.
mics
Oh,
on.
oh yeah, this song also is going to be in Moby Dick,
Oh yeah.
the puppet movie.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Lowe's
yeah,
puppet
Ryan
movie.
Lowe's my puppet movie. Yeah,
We'll
this
have
is
to
going to be
have
on
him on at some point. Talk about that.
Our first music score,
Well, here you go.
and I'm a puppet in there.
I want to be a puppet.
Ahoy!
Army of the Black Hand, Rapsburg Dynasty.
Show your sea legs. Show your sea legs.
Many of the seas want to sail these seas, but they never really found out how. We rock war days with no parlays, all them shouting is the sterling and bow.
Arr! Ahoy! Arr! Ahoy! Arr!
criminals, pirates from the Midwest, West. Many MCs want to sail these seas, but they never really found out how. We rock parties with no parlays, all them short and kiss the stern and then bow. When I'm out on my ship, I got my shipmate flintlock, pirate lock, one shot, 10 minutes to reload. Hot shot, walking dots, peg leg, 4 o'clock. Murder wrong is what I got stashed in my pea coat. Me and my criminals out at sea. Spade 1, Brewmeister, and TSC. The 3 amigos, the trio of destiny. And the 4th is the accordion to move your feet. You know it's lonely alone on a boat on the ocean. I need some lovely company to ease my emotions. The very best partner when you wanna get laid on a ship is a siren or a mermaid. The first thing to do to make love is to take your peg leg and ease it out into a cloaca. Let her finger the hole where your eye once was, and then ram round the cat until that ship pulls out. Many MCs want to sail these seas, but they never really found out how. We rock parties with no parlays, all them shot and kiss the stern and then bow. Ahoy! Arr! Ahoy! Arr! Ahoy! Arr! Well, I bring the pain like remember the vein. I'm straight gunning. I teach you how to shoot like Shane and rock mics like the guns of Jean Nicolay. 2 at a time. You're gonna have to learn that name. Pulling in the port like the Flying Dutchman. Scare you half to death and leave your grandma cussing. Go ahead and feel that melodious bomber. Those criminal guys are really on to something. I flew the script on a mermaid's tail and zipped at the hip, exposed a white whale. Third leg made of wood as high like a hand. There's a harpoon and in a wench could stay mad. And wenches all agree, Fay Ray to hand arrow. Now is that the same person as I both flex my arrow? Captain metaphors like they deal in tarot when they suck out the marrow. It's not Jack the Sparrow. Many MCs want to sail these seas, but they never really found out how. We rock parties with no parlays, all them shot and kiss the stern and bow. Ahoy! Arr! Ahoy! Arr! Ahoy! Arr! Ahoy! Arr! Many MCs want to sail these seas, but they never really found out how. We rock parties with no parlays, all them shot and kiss the stern and bow.
Ahoy! We take the booty and the purse. Man, I love performing that song.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, it's so hype.
That's so much fun. Yeah, so I impressed somebody the other night actually with my crazy singing voice.
What you do? Who?
Well, I was just a person that I met at the bar while I was bartending, and she's a really good singer, and she's actually friends with Brandon.
Okay, that's cool.
So we were talking about singing voices and stuff, and I mentioned that I could do an impersonations. I do impersonations mostly when I sing.
Oh yeah, he does. He got some good ones.
So I did my David Byrne impersonation, which isn't the best in the whole wide world, but it's adequate. And then I did my Jello Biafra. God told me to skin you alive.
You know, I bet you could do a good Truman Capote too.
I've not listened to enough Truman Capote's voice to maybe
I
do
can't
it,
even
but
attempt
I
to
could
do
try
it.
it
I would make
at some
a huge
point.
jackass of myself.
Down the burning down the house.
I don't know why that just popped in my head all of a sudden. I just had to get it out.
So, at some point, maybe we could work in Kill the Poor to our set. We'll figure out a way to do that, or Nazi punks F off, you know. Something did DK enough, and, you know.
Oh, man.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure things out here. And then, I did my Till Lindemann, which isn't great, but it's still fun, you know. That's just so random to go from those From Jello to Till. Yeah.
That's like having a really good Margaret Atwood impersonation. Like, who's going to know? You know, like, oh, yeah, that's a perfect Tilda. All right, he's got it dead on.
He's got that guy's voice down, I'll tell you.
Wow, dead to rights. I thought Tilda was here in the room with me. See?
Give us a little ditty. We've got a minute left, real quick. Just pump away, man.
November Criminals.
If you're available this Saturday, you should stop over at Woodland Pattern, 5 o'clock hour. Come see the November Criminals. Come see James Murphy and Vedic Eaton. Come see Brandon Miller. Come see Jordan Lanik. Come see Ian and Hazen. And then just buy a book.
It's going to be some beautiful stuff there.
It's going to be great times. And for everybody here, for all the November Criminals, this is Keith Gosted signing off Burdock Radio. Thank you for listening.
Peace out, River West.